어서 오세요. 오늘도 조시플 채널을 찾아주셔서 진심으로 감사드립니다. 오늘의 콘텐츠는 11월 5일 디아블로4 모닥불 대화에 관한 영상입니다. 라디오처럼 편하게 들어주시고 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다. 꾸준하겠습니다.
Alright, 조시플, 플레이를 보여줘. Do the thing.
디아블로 IV의 첫 번째 확장팩, 증오의 그릇. 디아블로 II 이후 처음으로 플레이어들은 나한투의 땅으로 돌아갈 수 있게 되었습니다. 디아블로 IV의 첫 확장팩인 증오의 그릇은 지난 메인 스토리의 결말에서 이어집니다. 나한투의 정글 깊은 곳으로 향한 네이렐은 최악의 길동무라고 할 수 있는 대악마 메피스토를 통제하는 데 어려움을 겪습니다. 피해 시즌 고유 악의 반지와 지뢰의 도살장, 많은 이들이 역병에 걸린 자들의 상처를 지혈하고 소독하려 했지만 퍼져나가는 것이야말로 악의 본성입니다. 악의 종자 시즌에서 많은 사랑을 받은 힘을 담은 악의 반지 5종이 11월 8일 업데이트로 추가되며 시즌 및 영원의 영역에서 즉시 이용할 수 있습니다. 커뮤니티의 피드백에 따라 피해 시즌 동안 비술사가 선택한 아이템에 마법 부여를 하기 전 어떤 속성이 붙을지 미리 확인할 수 있습니다. 해당 변경은 앞서 이루어진 마법 부여 아이템의 비용 변경과 함께 플레이어가 게임 종반을 위한 최적의 아이템을 맞추는 데 도움이 될 것입니다. 개발자
So for
의견.
those of you who may not know, enchanting is what allows you to replace an affix on an item with another. And those that are familiar with it will notice when you go and visit from December 5th, there is a new view affix, possible affixes button. I can't remember it. Yeah. View possible affixes. And when you click on that, it's going to give you a list of the affixes that one could roll into. So that way you're not kind of just blindly guessing and hoping that the one you've picked is going to give you. We think this update, along with the gold changes we have made, is really going to help everybody optimize their builds and continue to have fun in the end game. We have also heard feedback about affixes and how some of them aren't serving you in the ways you want. We do have plans to talk about both changes to affixes and itemization in the future, but we're not quite ready to talk about it right now.
시즌 영역의 용맹한 방랑자들은 지뢰의 도살장에서 극도로 어려운 시험을 치를 수 있습니다. 12월 6일에서 1월 23일까지 시즌 여정의 마지막 단계를 완료한 이후에는 본능적인 길에 들어가 시즌 이벤트를 통해 흡혈귀의 힘을 극한까지 끌어올릴 수 있게 됩니다. 지뢰의 도살장은 최종적인 시험으로 최적 빌드와 100레벨을 달성한 캐릭터만 감히 도전하는 것을 권장합니다. 지뢰의 도살장에서 획득한 모든 보상은 피해 시즌이 끝날 때까지만 지속된다는 점에 유의하시기 바랍니다. 개발자 의견.
So you can see here how the flow of Abattoir of Zero will work. After you complete the final step of the season journey, you'll be ready to face off against the Abattoir. And this is a very, very difficult area. You're gonna need to bring all of your skill, but also you're gonna need to bring the very best builds. Not every build is gonna be able to succeed in Abattoir Zero. And that's why it's positioned like after you've really you've defeated Echo of Lilith, you've defeated Duriel, you've got your Uber Uniques, and you're like, what's next? What's the next challenge, right? And the Abattoir is meant to be that. So you're gonna get a recipe for the first tier of Abattoir Zero. When you complete that first tier, you're going to get a recipe for the next tier. And I wanna state that there are 25 tiers of Abattoir Zero. And that's fewer tiers than there are of Nightmare Dungeons, but each tier of the Abattoir is much more difficult than the tier before. This is not the same as Nightmare Dungeons 70 to 71. And you're also going to get a ton of Paragon Glyph XP. So I know some people have expressed that it can be hard to level up all your glyphs through Nightmare Dungeons. That you're going to get so much from this event. And you're going to need it because you're going to want to level up this new unique glyph that you can get as a reward for completing the Abattoir. This glyph, the Tears of Blood, is tied to the event and is also persists during the duration of the event. But it will be incredibly useful for increasing your character power so that you can take on those tougher tiers of the Abattoir. You can see that it has a larger radius than other glyphs. It can grow even beyond that. It has multiplicative powers on it, and it can be leveled up to 200 times. So it is still a capped level, but it has a lot of progression in it. Awesome.
성역의 검은 한겨울의 한기가 강림합니다. 야만적인 역병마귀들은 조각난 봉우리의 주민들이 가까스로 찾은 기쁨마저 앗아가려 하고 있습니다. 12월 6일부터 12월 21일까지 이 저주받은 악귀들을 섬멸하고 마지막에 맞이하게 될지 모를 붉은 망토 피바람에 철저히 대비하십시오. 겨울 광장을 복구하고 반가운 축제 소식을 지키십시오. 개발자 의견.
You're going to be heading out into Fractured Peaks. So we're going to bring up a video with some of the kind of gameplay a little bit here. You're going to encounter the Blight Fiends, having a really jolly time.
They are
they are.
This is the cutest little
Well, we're going to ruin their day. Yes, exactly.
Snow globe.
Murder, destroy those snowmen. And you're going to engage in a number of events unique to Midwinter Blight, destroy Frigid Husk, defeat the Blight Fiends. And if you disrupt things enough, you may end up summoning the Red Cloaked Horror himself, who's, as I said, very annoyed at you. And participating in these is going to give you resources that you can take back to the Hibernal Square to progress the events. And
And some rewards.
Right, the rewards, because what's a festive event without presents and gifts and things in general? So we have a number of new cosmetic rewards that you'll be able to earn through participating on the event itself. So these are selection of weapons, and then we also have some really cool back trophies. I really like them. They've got bells and there's some wreaths and lots of skulls, because we do like that here. We have a theme and we're going to stick to it. So this starts on December 12th. Really hope everyone comes and slays with us.
There we go.
Got one in. There we go. Yeah, did it.
주간 순위표 실현의 터 1월 새로운 시즌으로 실현의 터가 추가됩니다. 시즌 영역 캐릭터로 다른 플레이어들과 맞서며 실력을 증명하십시오. 미리 정해진 비선형 던전에서 플레이어는 실력과 기술 조합을 활용해 최고 점수를 노리게 됩니다. 플레이어들은 힘의 징표를 수집하여 전체 점수를 높여야 합니다. 징표는 실현의 터에서 괴물을 처치하고 아이템을 파괴해야 획득할 수 있습니다. 주간 순위표는 하드코어, 일반 캐릭터, 파티 규모, 직업에 따른 점수를 고려해 계산합니다. 각 주의 순위표에서 최고 자리에 오른 플레이어는 선조의 전당이라는 영구적인 순위표의 이름을 올릴 수 있습니다. 순위표는 매주 갱신되며 실현의 터 구성 또한 마찬가지입니다. 가장 믿음직한 빌드를 다듬어 승자로 우뚝 서십시오. 개발자 의견.
One part of season 3, and there will be many more parts of season 3. We're going to talk about these more in future campfire chats, but we wanted to talk a little bit about leaderboards, leaderboard-driven trials.
He wants it.
This guy wants it,
Okay, over
and so
there.
we're gonna make it.
Thanks, guy.
We weren't gonna make it, but. And so the way this is gonna work is when Season 3 players reach World Tier 4, they're gonna be able to compete in the Gauntlet, which is a fixed seed, non-linear dungeon where your mastery and your skill are gonna be needed to achieve the highest scores. And those best scores are going to appear on the leaderboards. Now, every time you enter the Gauntlet, it's going to be exactly the same. That means the monsters and their positions, the layouts, the affixes. And because it's non-linear, you have some choices about how you're going to progress through to maximize your score. And of course, if you're playing in a party, you can choose like which direction each party member is going to go, and you really have an opportunity to optimize it. Loot will drop at the end of the timer, so you don't have to worry about picking it up on the way. And as you're killing monsters and you're opening chests, you're going to get instead these pickups called Proofs of Might. They drop from all of this types of content, and you'll have a limited amount of time to collect as many as possible to maximize your score. So at the beginning of each week, a new gauntlet is going to replace the current one, and the leaderboards will reset. Now, this is an image of the solo barbarian ladder we can see here. I want to caution that it is in development content, so some things may change by the time we get to Season 3, but we wanted to show off, to really give all of you an idea, a visual idea of like how this is going to play out. And you can also see on this next image that we have a number of filters. So there are solo leaderboards for each class, as well as party leaderboards that vary with party size, of course hardcore leaderboards. And then when you look at the leaderboards, you'll be able to filter them globally or by platform. You can filter by your friends or your clan.
So I know I'm better than Brown.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm right here. You don't have to talk to me. If you played Barb, you would be able to.
ooh.
It's fair. Necros are better.
That's why we
all
have the
know
Barb leaderboard. So, I mentioned that these leaderboards will reset every week, but the very best players from each week's leaderboard are going to be recorded in the Hall of Ancients. This is a permanent leaderboard that will cement their legacy. And you don't just have to be the very top ranking on the leaderboards to participate in the Gauntlet. All World Tier 4 players will be able to take their shot at participating in the Gauntlet and progressing to the leaderboard.
So that means you don't have to be level 100 to participate at all.
No, you don't. In fact, if you look at this wonderful UI that we have up here, you can see that as you're leveling up and competing in the Gauntlet and getting higher and higher score, you'll earn these seals. And as you are earning these seals, you'll be able to climb up until eventually you get to the seal of the worthy, and then you'll be able to jump into the leaderboard. And you can show these off on your character profile and game.
Awesome. Very cool.
자, 이렇게 11월 5일 진행된 디아블로4 모닥불 대화를 살펴보았습니다. 여러분은 이번 디아블로4 모닥불 대화에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시나요? 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 우리 또 봐.
여러분 재밌게 보셨나요? 재밌게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요로 혼내주세요. 다음에 또 만나요. 제발.
Alright, Joseepl, ready to put your Joe to the thing.